Hey y'all, it's Elisha and welcome back to Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. And yes, folks, I look like a hot, sweaty mess because I am a hot, sweaty mess. I'm in a tank top again. We just got back from our 3 hour, not exaggerating, 3 hour trek. So the kids came downstairs and said, listen, I know we're supposed to go tomorrow, but everybody is outside and we really want to go outside. Can we go outside today? And my husband was like, leash. But the truth is this, my eye started bleeding this morning and my neighbors freaked and had me call the doctor. So my appointment tomorrow's been moved up and I'm a little bit nervous that they're going to send me for tests. So probably the kids and I won't be able to go out tomorrow. So I said, okay, let's go today. Let's go today. So it was warm here today. Not super hot, although clearly I'm a hot, sweaty mess. But I said, all right, I'll do it with you. So we actually went on a 3 hour jaunt. By the time we came back, the kids were because they're out of shape. It's been like 3 months. They were pretty burnt out, to say the very least. But, y'all, so unfortunately, one of our dollar stores did not survive COVID and has permanently closed down. But one of them, our favorite one, was open as of today. So I didn't get much. The kids got a bunch of stuff. I got little magnets. Oh my goodness, y'all. You have to understand. Okay, so they're 15 millimeter and I forget how many pieces, 24 pieces, only $1.99. You have to understand, I have had to be paying full price from like scrapbook.com or Amazon. This was really exciting. Are they as strong as Miss Judy's? I don't think so. But they are the super thin ones, which is what I wanted. So I was happy to pay $1.99. And I have so been missing these envelopes, this specific size, and they had them. So, of course, I got a few packages of those. And pretty much that's all I got, y'all, because the kids were like, it was like they had suddenly landed in paradise. My one girl got like amazing art supplies. She got tracing paper, she got sketchbook paper, she got some new mechanical pencils, she got a whole bunch of really good stuff. And much to my surprise, my older teenage boy actually picked up, he wants to make bracelets. So I was like, okay, that's no problem. So we got him some supplies for that, which was really great. And it was nice to see them so excited. It's the first time I've seen them excited in a really long time. And you know how they have Cupcake Mondays? They also have Cake Tuesdays. And normally the kids aren't so into the cake, but today they wanted cake. So we walked from one part of town to the other to get the cake. We did try to go to the post office. And it was very sad because each took a bag of mail. But folks, the lineup was out the door. And I can't put the kids in that environment. I can't put myself in that environment, but I'm responsible for those kids. So they were like, what do we do? And I was like, we can't, because I can't have you standing in these lineups. So we actually just had to cart the mail home. I'll try again tomorrow myself. Or the kids will come with me again. If I'm not delayed too long for testing for my eye, then they'll come with me. If we have to wait till Thursday, then we'll wait till Thursday and we'll go then. But it was kind of sad because the lineup was really long. I don't know what was going on. I will tell you what scared me a little bit, and that is less than 50% of people were wearing masks, which is exactly what my doctor is worried about. We just had our governor say, please folks, this is far from over, and less than 50% of people were wearing masks. And again, I had a hard time explaining it to the kids. Because you got to understand, not only do I have them in gloves, fully gloved, I've got them in masks. I've got both of them wearing baseball caps. That's why my hair is like all sweaty and whatever. I also wear a hat. Now, if you don't wear a hat, you got to wash your hair right away. I'm going to take a shower after this video. But I was wearing different shirts. I've already changed my clothes. They're in the laundry machine. We follow all the rules. When we went to McDonald's we also went to McDonald's and we got them like a whole meal and everything. I wouldn't even let them touch the bag until I had put hand sanitizer on their gloves. So here I am enforcing all these strict protocols, and then outside less than half of the people are wearing masks. So they said to me, like, what's the problem? And I just, and you know this, folks, I do my best to teach so that it makes sense, right? That's my job. I'm a teacher by trade. So you'd think I could answer this question, but I'm dumbfounded because we've got 90,000 active cases. So how do I explain to these kids, oh, I'm sorry, adults are just irresponsible? All I could basically say is some people value their life less than others, and some people need to believe that everything is fine in order to get through this. But we need to be more careful. That was the best I had. And you know what? It felt pretty empty coming out of my mouth. And I told them that. I'm always honest with them. So I just said, guys, that's the best answer I've got. I know it sounds crappy, but it's the best I got. I don't know why they're not wearing masks. And I'm so sorry. So I can see why my doctor is concerned. After we got back, the grandmas cooked for us as a thank you for taking the kids out all day. It wasn't all day, it was 3 hours, but it was a sizable chunk of time. So they made me a very fancy dinner tonight, and I'm grateful to them. I've never had it before. This is a new one. For those of you who are Puerto Rican, you might know what this dish is, but it's like crab meat and plantain. It's very delicious. And they made it for me with sweet potato and some healthy vegetables because of my flare-up, and I really appreciated it. So I told them, why, no one's wearing a mask out there. And they were like, this is why we're worried. This is why we don't want you going out too much with the kids. We want you to go out enough to get them out, and it's a nice thing you're doing, but we're worried about your health. And I can understand that because, the kids are great, though. They're like keenly aware that they don't want to put me in jeopardy, right? So if they see like 6 people coming down the street and they're not wearing a mask, they're like, let's cross the street. So thank goodness you're dealing with teenagers who are responsible and they're just happy to be out, so they don't mind following rules and protocol. And they don't roll their eyes at me like most teenagers. My own kids would roll their eyes at me. These kids don't. They're really amazing. But I do find myself at a loss for an explanation, folks, for them. And that doesn't feel very nice, that I can't explain to them why it's like this. So when we got back, we just sort of had a chat with them about the fact that I'm happy to take them out. It just can't be every day because it's not safe. And that I wish I could, but I can't. So we'll have to, make it a couple of times a week as a special outing. And they were fine with that. But it makes me feel sad because if other people were being careful, if they were wearing their masks, I could do it more often. Anyway, I had to share that with you. But to watch those children, they're teens. I guess they're not kids anymore, They're already older. They're mini adults. But to watch them in that dollar store, you had to see the joy. I mean, even the boy, he was so excited. But while we were there, we know this owner of the store quite well, and she was unpacking boxes, and she told me that she had just gotten in some gloves, and did I need some? And okay, so we had just passed Lanny. I don't know if you or Sunshine Honeybees have seen this, but there was a vendor on the street selling Lysol, and we can't get Lysol anywhere here. I don't know if any of you can, but we can't. So I was really excited. I was like, Lysol, $20 for a small can. Not the big can, the small can. And I was like, $20? And he was like, that's what it costs. And I was like, wow, you are so ripping people off. I said, and I will tell you, those of you who live in Brooklyn or who grew up in Brooklyn, like Lizzie, this is by the Marcy Avenue subway stop. Around the corner, when you go towards social housing, what my people in my building call the hood, $20 a can. So obviously we didn't buy any, because at $20 a can, who's buying Lysol? Kids couldn't believe it was $20. Like, they could not believe it. They just couldn't believe it. But our dollar store lady had boxes of gloves, and she gave them to us for $8. So she didn't, I've lost a lot of weight lately. Nothing fits properly. So she was very good, and I said, you're not marking them up? And she said, no, I'm not. So that was like really nice. And also after the $20 Lysol was like a really nice thing. So Lanny, I want to send you some gloves too, because in our neighborhood they're inexpensive again. You know, none of this like $35 or $40 online business. And that's really reassuring. She said that she's having a hard time getting in rubbing alcohol, Lanny. She seems to only be able to get that 50 or 60%, which they say isn't strong enough. So I didn't buy any because it's considered to be useless. I will keep searching for better alcohol, Lanny. And when I find some, I'll make sure to share some with you. So folks, but it was a really fun outing and they really loved it. And it was 3 hours of being out of the apartment and they felt liberated and they got art supplies and just a joyful afternoon. So really worthwhile. Even though it was a little scary because people weren't being responsible, it was wonderful. Now I'm going to go take a shower because clearly I'm hot and sweaty. And also I just should because people were not being careful. And then I have got some stuff I have to take care of, some craft things that I'm working on. I need to redo Anna's Happy Meal. So I'm going to start on that tonight because as you all heard, it's somewhere in the universe. And maybe tomorrow I'll find out where it is, but just in case I'm going to make her some new embellishments. And I have some other things to work on. I also have some crafty cleanup that I really need to be doing. And I didn't get a chance to watch your videos because I did comments first and then headed out. So that's what I will be doing tonight is watching your videos. I've got a little crafting to do, a little packaging to do, and yeah, just a really nice evening. And I'm wishing the same thing for each of you. Tomorrow I may not be on just because so my eye is bleeding from the scleritis, and that means that I need to have some testing done probably. So I'm going to go to the doctor, but she's likely to send me to clinics to be tested. So this could be an all-day affair, and I have to be upfront with you. When I have like multiple doctor's appointments in a day, I find it emotionally and physically exhausting. So it is possible that I may be just too tired to come on tomorrow. We'll have to play it by ear. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. And you'll know why. You'll know why. But thank you all so very much for today, for all of your wonderful comments, for all of your terrific and helpful comments. And I look forward to seeing you either tomorrow or the day after. Wishing for you a happy and a crafty afternoon and evening. We have some lovely challenges that just started, y'all. And I'll do a shout out for those probably the day after tomorrow. But, you know, those of you who are looking for memdexes to make or ATCs or, you know, you want to start working on a craft project, there are a few new challenges. And don't forget that Butterfly Ferris still has her challenge open. And Kathy is still accepting entries. Kathy Ketzel Create. Not for much longer, but you all can make faster than I can. So, you know, you can still participate in that too. And don't forget that Miss Donna and Miss Judy have a bag topper swap this month. And I think it's a super fun one, y'all. So maybe reach out to Donna or Judy to participate in that too. All right, y'all. Take real good care of yourselves. And I'll see you either tomorrow, if I manage after the doctors, and if not, I'll see you the day after. All right, take real good care. Bye for now.